My brain does really silly stuff sometimes. This is going to be a short one, but I just wanted to pitch an idea to the internet for something that I think could be interesting. There was a Cracked article many years ago, and I don't even remember what the article itself was about, but it mentioned an issue that a lot of sequels have. Not all, but a lot. Specifically sequel series like Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, Speed, Rambo, Nightmare on Elm Street, etc. You know the kind I'm talking about. The weird storytelling issue that a lot of these stories have is believability. We all sort of understand on a fundamental level that the odds of us being involved in some huge, life-defining epic adventure / situation are pretty slim. Most cops will never be involved with a really big case. Most people will never have an interaction with terrorists. Most people will never encounter a serial killer. Most people will never encounter a giant shark terrorizing the local populace. So the odds of it happening to the same person more than once is kind of far-fetched. Seriously, by Die Hard 4, it is not meta for John McClane to say, how does this keep happening to me?
So tired of being shot at!
It's honestly a realistic reaction. So this is the problem. In every sequel that isn't a direct continuation of the story, we have that little voice in the back of our heads that doesn't believe that this is happening again. So how to get around this? Well, I'm not saying this would work, but it's an idea. This is my pitch for the weirdest trilogy ever made. So the first movie would be an action movie in the vein of Speed. Why Speed? Because one of the fundamentals of that story was two strangers working together to get through a crazy action scenario, and then they become a couple at the end. And that part is very important. So we had our high-octane action movie, and now Weird Trilogy Part 2. We're a few years into the future, and our couple is married and having marriage problems. Their marriage started off in the throes of adrenaline, their fuse burned white and hot, and now they're wondering if they actually have anything in common with each other, and they're wondering if they've just made a huge mistake. Well, they stubbornly decide to work it out. That's right. Part 2 is a marriage drama. The only explosions will be emotional. So Weird Trilogy Part 3. They have kids, and they have to deal with that change in their lives, and things are often funny. Part 3 is a family comedy. This idea partly stems from when I saw the movie Date Night, directed by Sean Levy and starring Tina Fey and Steve Carell. And I love that movie so much. I recommend everyone see it at least 3 times. Once before you get married, once after you get married, and once after you have kids. Differently funny all 3 times. But like anything that would warrant a sequel, when it was over, I wanted more. But I didn't want more of the story. If you watch Date Night, what you will come away thinking is how much you want Tina Fey and Steve Carell to make so many more movies together. Their chemistry was just off the charts. Their comic timing together was so tight, and they brought exactly the same type of goofy and energy together. Having them work together was lightning in a bottle, and I would like more of that lightning, please. But a lot of movies that get sequels are like that. After Die Hard, did you want more John McClane fighting terrorists, or did you just really want more John McClane? Did you really want more Riggs and Murtaugh taking down drug dealers, or did you just want more Riggs and Murtaugh? No one wanted another vehicle that can't slow down for an arbitrary reason. They wanted more Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves. They didn't get that, and it flopped. Also, it was just a bad movie. So that's the idea. Get 2 actors with great chemistry and make a series of movies just watching their lives that aren't even beholden to genre. Heck, don't even say it's a sequel. Just let people realize that the characters have the same name and backstory. Would it work? Probably not. Would I like someone to try? Absolutely. I'll see you next time if you subscribe. Bye.